Hi, Tuesday. Was a big day today for many reasons. But well, let's start off with nice job. The little hair in the bun, the tendrils. You always look better when you frame your face a little bit. Um, the makeup's still a little shiny, but much better. I'm sure you did not know that the monitors in front of you were reflecting in the glasses that you were wearing. But overall, um, with that white jacket, yeah, you did good today, Megan. Um, so congratulations on that. Um, and another day. I mean, you had to wait until the after the first break to get your piece in, but another day where I got to say we started out in agreement. Yes. Um, until the Republicans, the elected Republican officials, start saying the election was not fraudulent. Nothing was stolen. Donald Trump is a liar. Until they start to actually tell the truth to their constituents, we are never going to get out of this. And I think Sonny made this point last week, and it's going to be valid until it starts to happen. We aren't responsible for making those 74 million people who voted for Trump feel better. We're responsible for educating them. And that starts with the people that they look up to, the people who enabled this whole problem of, of Donald Trump and the MAGAs and complete, not even misinformation, but fabrication uh, of information. So it is up to them, your party, as you like to call it, and the leaders of your party, and you should be outraged, and you should be talking to them. And if you have any influence at all, because sometimes you seem to think that you do, then you should be using it towards them. I know you're using this platform, this program, but I'm wondering if there's more that you could do, considering that you consider yourself an avatar for so many Americans that are Republicans, because that's where you then, of course, made all of this about you. Um, Even though you said, I don't want to make this about me, you did make it entirely about you, that suddenly, um, because of the the images and the people that we saw in the terrorist attack on the Capitol on Wednesday, you now feel you wear the mantle of those clothes, the horns, and the rage and the stupidity, that is now your cross to bear, as a Republican. And um, in part, you are right. Uh, but the reason you should be outraged is not because you are embarrassed. The reason you should be outraged is because it's completely detrimental to this country. And as you pointed out, um, it, it is compromising the bedrock of being an American, which apparently you think are the only one you've has ever said that. I'm not sure why you always have to point out, as I always say, or as I have said in the past, the peaceful transition of power is the bedrock of being American. Yeah, you weren't the only one who said it. It's not. It's fairly common concept. So you don't have to remind us that you've said it before. Um, you also like to remind us when you haven't said anything that you've never called it a banana republic, but we're behaving like one. Somehow, if a switch has flipped in you, I don't know why this wasn't more important to you and you couldn't see the danger coming ahead of you, by not speaking out stronger against your Republican leaders earlier, who were complicit in the ultimately the terrorist attack on the Capitol last Wednesday. So yeah, you do own that a little bit. So maybe you should have taken the horns off earlier. So you want to think about that. There's consequences to going along. Then we had a pointless segment about Sex in the City And you know what, I'm with you. I don't really care either. But I also thought Girls was terrible. Except the boys who were on Girls I liked. That, surprise. Uh, and I don't know why you're so upset about the word G-spot. Hopefully your husband has found yours, and maybe if he hasn't, that's part of the problem and why you're so wound up. I don't know, but you know, it's just sex. It's okay. It's not a terrible thing to discuss. Um, then we went into a segment with Lil Nas X that was clearly recorded last Thursday because you were wearing that hair and outfit from last Thursday, um, as was Joy. I guess you and Joy didn't get the memo that you were supposed to dress the same as that episode so that it matched. Um, because then in the last segment, with the Karate Kid Cobra Kai boys, you and Joy were just cut out of this Frankenstein episode. I don't know. I don't know when that was filmed because Whoopi and Sunny and Sarah all had uh, they had the same outfit on through the whole day, through the whole episode, although it was clearly cobbled together, or as I like to say, Frankensteined, from other pieces. So I don't know what happened to you for the rest of the show. I guess you had half the day off, but maybe next time you should read the notes about what you're supposed to wear. All right. Back at it tomorrow.